What's up? This is another exclusive. Yes, right. The reason why I'm calling out exclusive, really pay attention because it's going to really be exclusive. So this is a free exclusive you got going on today. How you doing? I want to welcome you back. I want to thank you. But today's lesson is, do you see what I see? Do you see the victory? Are you building the victory? What makes you build the victory is when you see your Decepticons trying you each and every way. That's when you build the victory. Now, I'm going to tell you about the Decepticons. They're going to be in your face. They're going to be like, I got your back. What do you need? And the only reason why they're around, because they got to be around to see what you're doing. They want to know what you're doing. But I'm going to tell you today, feed them what you got to feed them. Tell them what you got to tell them. What I'm saying may not be actually what I'm doing. It may look like I'm doing what I said I was going to do, but that's not what I'm doing. Do you know how to prepare yourself for the fight? Do you know how to prepare yourself for those who smile in your face and have an agenda behind your back? The whole agenda is to make it seem like they are more capable of succeeding than you. And men, oh, the ladies have gotten very aggressive. That's where I'm at today. See, the men already succeed. But there's a stream of ladies who are behind these men. Who are behind those who want to take what you have. Oh, she don't want to know your name. She's doing what she got to do for him. For the team to get where they got to get. You've been around the team. Have you been around the team? Do you know what the team even means? It's a group of people that if I can get you to this stage, me and my team can make it for whoever truly is trying you. But today I'm telling you, you are winning. It look like you're losing. It look like they on top. But if you stick with my words and you stick with my plan, watch their plan fall apart. And they may got everything they need. They already taken advantage. They already done some things that make it seem like they're on top. That you don't even know what time it is, what's going on. And that's how they draw other people their way. But it's okay. Because the people who they draw their way were meant to go down with them. Listen to my words, chosen one. They were meant to go down with them. And they shall go down with them. And you're not even thinking about, you know you don't have to do it because you already know your enemies do fall. All you got to sit and lie for the wait. But in the meantime, project yourself in the way you have to carry yourself. Project what you see, but don't project it onto yourself, but project what needs to be to defend and save yourself. We call them pretenders. Oh, Lord. Any pretenders in this place? We call them pretenders. People who pretend to care about you. Even associates. You have business associates aren't the same anymore. I was ready to do a YouTube video about one of these famous rappers in jail getting beat up, who was out here beating people up. Now he getting beat up in jail. I said, wait up. There's the enemy taking my subject away from feeding my people. I know you've been eating pretty good being with me. You'll let me know that. And I appreciate that. Now, I'm going to have some reaction videos because it's an interest of mine. I may do it later on today. I don't know. But today, something is telling me to feed my people. Because I see you're doubting yourself. The enemy wants you to doubt yourself. Do you understand? And when you think that it's just a bunch of guys are against you, ladies, when you become one of a million, women will go against you too. For the same purpose of showing something that you're not even interested in showing. That's not my demeanor. That's not me. That's not a part of me. Yet you want to make it seem like it's a part of me. But they're trying to keep you down. They can't keep you down. See, it's not who you know. They think it's who you know. That's the old ball game. But now, what do you know? See, who you know going to finally be caught up with. Because people going to get tired of who you know. I'm tired of who you know, because who you know, how did who you know get there? And then who you know to string you along in. And now we wonder why some of our businesses suffer the way they suffer, because they got all the who you knows in there. So when something go wrong, who you know gonna cover who you know back? Who you know gonna cover who you know back? Because who you know, what you know, that you never even try to get in the door, but who you know is going to be the one when you fall. Now, who do you know? I'd rather want to know what you know. Because who you know is always going to count on who you know. But when I can count on what I know, I don't need who you know. I don't need who you know, and I don't need who you know. Because what you know knows what time it is. What you know what to do. What you know how to do the program, work the program, shake the program up and down, turn things around, make a person think, and then make a person want to what? Donate, come back and donate again. And guess what? Maybe leave you to the point that you're not even the CEO, but you oversee all of the other businesses. That's what you know. While who you know is back there with the other who you know's on the side, looking at what you know. What you know is that man who walked in that room, or that woman, and they take the whole scene off of what was going on onto what they see. They go, what you know. That's that person that as soon as they walk in the room, all eyes are on them. Because they are inspired by what you know. You never had to count on who you know. You waited for that moment, that time, that challenging, that surpasses all challenging, that surpasses and surpasses every time on what I know. But are you going to be strong? Are you going to be like, oh, okay? Because I know what I know. And what I know is that I'm good at what I do. And I ain't worried about who you know, because when you need to walk strong in what you know, you got to be on game about what you know, how to do it, how to achieve it, and how to make it happen for other people. But who you know going to call who you know, and who you know is going to cover the game. But if it takes one individual that is on top of things, that know what they need to know to make things move. And that's what you got to do. You got to make things move. Because guess what? Who you know is chilling with who you know. And who you know got the whole stream of everybody looking at you. You're looking at the abundance of who you know. But can somebody step up out of who you know and talk for yourself? Walk for yourself? Dream for yourself? They can't do it. They always need a who you know. Now, what happened if who you know ain't there? How you going to enter? You can't enter because you so hooked on who you know. Then try to work on what you know. I'd rather work on what I know than to rely on who I know. Because when who you know isn't there, I got to count on what I know. I know me. I know where I want to get. I know how far I want to get. And I know what I do to myself that I definitely will not do to anybody else. But who you know? I don't know about them who you knows. Them who you knows. They on the phone. They know everybody in the neighborhood. And they working it out. And it seems like the whole team is against you. But all you need is one powerful person to take down the whole team. And they was never looking at who you know. They were looking at what they know about you. And a lot of people don't have a lot of what they know about you. Why the enemy is so worried about who you know. So I want you to make sure you pay attention to the things around you. Pay attention to when you're walking. Try to find out, are you being gain stock? I was looking at one video, and gain stocking is people talking about you in a group. And I'm starting to feel, am I being gain stock? Because people be in a group talking about me. And God don't have me on the female, on the guys. He got me looking at the females now. Because the females are turning like guys. They want to run like the men, they want to talk like the men, and they want to rob like the men. There's no more what you know about a female. There's a lot of who you know on a female tip. So I made this video, and I wanted to make it different because my question is, am I being gain stock? Every conversation is about you. But it's nothing but a group of women talking about it. But it didn't happen. So somebody, obviously, who you know, had to come, and somebody who know who you know to start that gain stocking. And I saw it in his video when he said it the other time. I saw a couple of guys following him while he was talking. And one thing I like about YouTube, because we got other YouTubers that do that to YouTubers, but they're wrong. So what YouTube is doing now, they banging a hammer on it, and they turning down channels. They are turning down. If you find somebody who's stalking you, make sure you let YouTube know. And that person, YouTube will know if they're a YouTuber. And that's what other YouTubers do, but YouTube is stopping that. And I had to ask myself, am I being gain stock? Is there somebody with a YouTube channel who is trying me? Because everybody on my channel, I feed. I don't feed negative. I don't feed we going after this person, we chasing this person. That is not my demeanor. My demeanor is to bring up, especially a woman. So what you got to do is make sure you're able to reach. And when you reach, you begin to see what I see. Now, the gain stock, I already knew what was going on. But sometimes, as a chosen one, we are chosen to see certain things and use certain things at a certain time. This, when I was told to pick up the ball and use it. People need to know what gang stalking is. It's a gang of people coming against you, saying things they should not say. Whether they outside in the front or out in the back. They're talking about you. They're saying something that you can't do, but you can. They're talking about what they're capable of doing, but you can't do it. Game stalking. That's what gangs do. They try to stop you from doing things. That's game stalking. And a lot of people are getting caught. So I bring just not that into this conversation, this message today, this message of not being caught in the who you know, but what you know. I know what I know because I was able to bring you examples of other YouTubers who going through, and I seen the facts of channels being taken away, and other YouTubers talking about channels being taken away. So you are always winning when you got the right energy. And I want you to keep that in. So next time, I want you to tune in on what you're doing. Tune in to counting on who you know and start doing things for what you know. Make it what you know. Build yourself up with knowledge. Technology, that's going to be the new wave. That's going to be the new money, the new wave. That's going to be it. But there's going to be a lot of hands. They don't see. We at these times, people are going to be trying to rob everything. They don't want to work for it. And that's when the game stocking come in. So the game is the one robbing. It's just a spiritual message. That's how we chosen ones go. And the only time that message is given is because God is about to let you win. He's telling you, you done won the ball game. But you wait on me. Because they playing games. They playing games. While you out there doing what you got to do. Not for the boys. Not for the team. But you got to develop first. What I told you. What you know. I made this video because of what I know.